to me. Better. Oh, nope, that's too low. Nope. That's a little bit better. Oh, fuck. There we go. Yeah, so I have nothing to do. It's snowing pretty bad out tonight. It's gonna keep snowing for the next few hours. And I'm in my little blanket cocoon, mostly. Better now. And I thought I would just jump on stream. Because why the heck not? It's a Friday night. Ooh, chilly. Chilly. Very chilly. Very chilly. So what you guys up to? If anybody's even here. But yeah, no, it's got my little, I guess you'd call it, shelter-ish. It is a cheap tent that I've turned into an igloo with leaves and crap, and who knows. And if anybody's here, I don't know if I have the chat turned on. I think I don't have the chat turned on. Is the chat turned on? I'll tell you in a second. My bad. Sorry. Yeah, no, just trying to figure this out. It is freaking freezing. Sorry, I keep hitting the wrong button. No, my finger keeps hitting the mute button. It's cold out. It's like -5 Celsius. But I keep going out, shoveling snow, packing it on top of it, trying to make really keep it nice and warm in here because snow is a good insulator. But I figured I would just come hang out for a bit. Yeah, no, it's non-stop snowing. And I figured I was playing around on the YouTube Shorts, and there's a guy just sitting in a tent with 1,200 viewers, and I'm jealous of that. I want 1,200 viewers. I'm doing okay. I'm in my little blanket cocoon, just trying to figure shit out. Or maybe just say screw it and go to sleep. See if anybody want to see my dumbass fall asleep on fucking stream. I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. Oh, the dumplings were good. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm going to do. See if anybody want to watch my dumb ass while I sleep in a tent in winter while it snows. Hey, warrior. Travis, lucky. Hawaii is warm. Freaking freezing here. Yeah, well, I don't even think it'd be a sleep live stream. I think I could fall asleep right now. I'm nice and warm and comfortable. But then you'd have to like listen to my while I sleep. Hey, platypus. Hey, everybody. Yeah, no, I that's. It's been snowing on and off all day, and it's been snowing nonstop for the last 4 hours. So I've been piling up snow on the outside of the shack, the shelter. I'm gonna slowly encase it in snow so it's really warm on the inside. I'm half ready to just leave this on the stream for as long as possible and just halfway sleep. But again, you get my snoring. I'm pretty sure I could scare Bigfoot away. I'm a snorer, especially if it's cold. I'm very congested. Uh, hey, Skip and Hoopla, yeah. But trying to figure out what's going on. The algorithm has stopped giving a shit about me, not giving me any damn views. I've been stuck at 14,994 subs for 2 weeks. Yeah, it's cold. I can hear the snow, the crinkling of the snow. Well, you know what? I would like. So I've got a job, and I would really like just off of ads to make $1,500 in 1 month, or 2,000. Then I can spend all of January in a fucking motel room or hotel room or whatever you call it, something that's earned. Um, 90% of money I got has been going towards medication. I got paid last week, and I got a story about that. Holy crap. So there's a mall in town where my pharmacy is, and that's where I get my meds from. I spend a lot. I got to pay cash because I've got no med benefit, and I could get Trillium Medical Benefit Plan if I was on welfare. I can't get on welfare because I have a job, and even if I did, it's like $300 a month. $300 a month plus medications, or having a job where the majority of the money I get from work goes to medication, and I guess can still make YouTube money. But But yeah, I got a story about when I went to get my medications last, what, Tuesday, Wednesday. I went to in town to the mall where my drugstore is, my pharmacy. Put in my order, and I got nothing to do. I didn't really want to wait around. Didn't have anything to do anyways, and didn't want to walk from there to the library, so I hung around in the mall charging my stuff. Sitting on a bench, just charging my phone. And I don't look half bad. Like, I don't look like all disheveled or anything, but yeah, sitting there charging my stuff, and a lady walks by. She's got a stroller with a dog in it, and she looks at me, looks me up and down, looks at my boots because they were a little bit muddy. I get that. Walks away, and about 45 minutes later, she comes back. I had to wait in the mall for like a few hours to get my meds, and she looks at me and says, "You're still here?" It's like, "Yeah." She says, walks away again, comes, and then like a few minutes later, the security comes walking down the hallway to the bench I'm sitting on, charging my phone, and they trespassed me. They told me to leave the building. They trespassed me out of the building because I'm just loitering. Apparently, technically, yes, but I'm also waiting for my meds. So I didn't want any fight, so I just said fuck it. I got up and I left. Went down to Park Not By and just sat on a bench, did some recordings, stuff like that, posted on YouTube, and then walked back to the mall. I walk in the front entrance and make my way to the pharmacy, and getting right to the pharmacy, and I fucking hear the clump, 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 clump. The security guard's running behind me, starts screaming at me, "Hey, you can't be here!" And it's like, I can't just dart and run away from the guy because my legs are screwed. That kind of goes with the MS territory. And he was saying, "You're going to get arrested. You can't be in this mall. You're a liar. Get out." Like, fuck you. I'm just trying to go get my medication. And he called me a liar. So I said, "You know what? I'm going in there to get my medications. You're going to stop. That's discrimination. You're going to stop someone who needs their meds from having access to the medication. You cannot kick me out of this mall." So he followed me into the pharmacy right up in the front where I've got my pickup slip in my hand. And he fucking tries to walk up to me to look at my slip and stuff like that. And I told him to F off. I got my stuff. Complained to the pharmacist that this guy kicked me out of the mall because I'm waiting for my meds, and he's going to follow up with the security company. But that's, life. I'm in the state of constant panic. I'm in Canada. But yeah, no, Trillium medical benefit. Yeah, the Trillium drug plan is hard to get on unless you're on disability, which they still have refused to get me, and or welfare. And for a guy like me, for welfare, I'd get $300 a month. I like working. I like having a job. I like having some pride in myself. So, yeah. Well, it's actually pretty warm in here right now, and if I need, I can just plug my. Oh, that reminds me, I gotta go charge them tomorrow. I can just go plug my power bank into my sleeping bag, my electric one, and that'll keep me super warm. You don't think I haven't? I don't know this about the disability, man. I've been working on it for 4 years. I've been through doctor, 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 doctor. I've got MS. Like my left side of my body is screwed. A lot of times it's in pain. Like my left leg is in pain, and I can't quite lift it up. Got seizures and shit like that. But up here in Canada, they don't want to give anybody disability who actually needs it and to think you're going to be alive for a long. Instead, they trap you in a little room with social workers who bring their big ass blue book out to try to talk you into taking MAID, which is medical assisted death, for 2 hours. I might actually do that. Longer videos are hard for me to make. I'm working on setting up a live stream with a guy named Bushcraft who hangs out here sometimes, and he's going to teach me how to get all naughty. Him and I are going to get naughty on live stream. He's going to teach me how to tie proper knots. I'm working on getting some better, more battery banks, better battery banks, because the ones I've got are shit. A little bit of both, Daryl. A little bit of both. Yeah, no, like he's ex-army. He's a really cool guy, and he knows his knots. He used to be a paratrooper, and yeah, he's going to teach me how to tie knots. We were talking about that in the Discord for like an hour. Oh, I get queso. You know what? Congratulations, Auntie Funny. You are the 1 millionth person to call me queso on stream. Guess what you win? That. I'm a big guy, and they always think the big guy's up to no good. Oh crap! Fun story too. The other day, I almost died. Like literally, if it had been a half a centimeter down, I would not be standing here today. It just shows how, and it would have done the right way too when it hit the artery. I was picking up wood. I've got a pile of wood stashed, and I was taking it out of my bag, and I was reaching down a little bit too aggressively to grab it. And there was up here, they nail these stainless steel tags on trees that have to be cut. And I grab cut trees, break it down. I didn't notice the tag on the chopped piece of wood I had, and I hit my wrist going down, and it was deep enough to require stitches. I just super glued it together. But if it was a little bit further down on my left hand, on my left side, it would have hit the artery going down on my wrist. And that's a scary thought. I could have done that and bled out, which would have been fantastic. I showed the bloody mess to the people up in Discord. It's better now, but did it the fun way. Poured a bunch of hand sanitizer on it and closed the wound with super glue. But yeah, I'm gonna just close my eyes for a minute, see what happens, see if people think I'm sleeping. Maybe that'll draw people in. I'm about 8 inches off the ground. I made some padding. Yeah, I'm gonna just shut my eyes, see if anybody joins the stream and just watches me half asleep. Or I could actually fall asleep. Jeez. Yeah, I can't do it. I can't do it. The ads, I don't have ads to play. It doesn't work that way on these kind. And I want to do a 24-hour nonstop outdoor fire live stream, indoor, in camp, something like that. I can't, though. I don't have the power. Live streaming like this, like I can get 2 hours out of the phone and plugged in, it gives me another 4 hours. I'd have to plan it on a day where I have full all the batteries. Oh, don't worry. Talk about me all you want. I don't care. You can't hurt my feelings. I've said worse about me than anybody else has. But don't you have to have someone to put the ads on with? I hear a deer. I hear the deer running outside. I couldn't bring the. I couldn't bring the. I couldn't bring the pallets. So I've got a cocoon. Like when I put the tent up, I put about 16 garbage bags stuffed full of leaves that I crushed. I know. I laid on them and I crushed them down. Put them underneath the tent. Set the tent up over that, and then on the inside, I put my sleeping pad. So I put a tarp down and a painter's tarp. My sleeping bags. Sorry, my sleeping pads. A sleeping a sheet over that. A sleeping bag over it times 3, plus the 4 I've got on top of me right now, plus the 3 over there I'm not using, and there's 2 in my bag. I know I've actually been working on longer long forms. I've been trying to get them to 15 minutes. I haven't figured out the right balance on what to do with the long form to break 1,000 views, 10,000 views, 100,000 views. If I was to get 100,000 views in a long form video, that would be a lot of money for me. Like 1,000 views is $20. 10,000 would be 100 or 230. 10,000 would be 2,300 for 100,000. If I got 1,000,000 views, my life would change that day on one long form video, because it would be like $230,000, or sorry, $23,000. But yeah, that's a lot of luck into that, and I'm not the luckiest bastard. Where is it? Without giving too much information, it is we're gonna call it an outdoors type store. Uh, it's a small business. We sell hunting rifles, hunting gear, fishing gear, small bit of groceries, beer, and she also has a marina, cottages, and hunting lodges. I'm just a guy who works there. Yeah, I've been trying to research what he says about that. I've tried the clickbait. I don't know what I can do to get it going. I'd have to do something that's interesting. Like at one point, I was thinking about making a character, call him the crazy hobo, and do some weird shit. I don't got beer. I'm not much of a drinker. Like my boss gave me one of the deliveries that we get, steak lager that's in the town that I'm at. The breweries there, they deliver right to us, and they gave us a case of dented cans. I asked her if I could take one back with me, and that was a month ago. She said, I'm not allowed to take one. If I'm going to take one of the dented ones, I have to take them all." So she gave me 30 cans of beer, and it was a bit over a month ago. They're all sitting outside, and I still have 7 left. I'm not much of a drinker. Never have been, never will be. I have to really want a beer. The accommodations we've got there. So I was thinking maybe rent one of the hunting lodges for the winter. That would be pretty awesome for me. Then I found out how much she rents them for, and they're completely rented out until April. She rents the hunting lodges out, and they're basic bare bone things like they're a small cabin with two bunk beds in it and a wood burning stove, and they hunt from her property. She charges $1,500 a week for them. Oh no! If you guys ever have any video ideas too, just my email is in my profile. Send me an email anytime with your suggestions. It's on my main page of the YouTube. If you go to About, and I will always try to respond to the email as fast as possible. Or you can join the Discord and send me them via DM directly, and I'll always respond. I'm open to ideas because I'm plumb all out. Hey, the killer. Who, me? No, she's not 80 years old. She is about 41 or 42. Her oldest kid is 20. Her youngest is 6. She's divorced, but it's family land. She owns like a couple hundred acres of land. And rich, yes, she's got money. Well, it's not just the cabins. With it, you have rights to hunt on her land, and you also have direct access to crown land. There's a lot of hunting there, and like even the fucking cottages that she rents out during the summer per week. For the big cottage, it is $2,000 for a week. Well, funny story. Well, she comes and picks me up when I have to work because of she picks me up at the end of her road that takes her to her place. For me to walk to that road takes me 15 minutes from where I am. I'm basically on the edge of her property where I was before. The only reason why I got hit was because a person who lives in his truck, he's got a camper at the back of his pickup truck, moved to the area, and he didn't think about camouflaging his camper. So what happens? He got spotted by the cops. They're not going to bother him because he's allowed to be there, but from his spot, you can spot my spot. They saw it, and pigs are going to do what they're going to do. They're going to destroy what they can because the cops up here are still known for Starlight Tours. And if you don't know what a Starlight Tour is, uh, it became famous in Alberta. They would pick up an intoxicated native person that was in town, throw him in the back of their cruiser, no coat, no nothing, drive him 60 kilometers out of town in the dead of winter, no protection, throw him out of the car, and leave him there to freeze. The OPP are very notorious for doing that shit. I already do that, Lore. I already do that. I do the restocking. I ride the four wheelers up to the cabins. I quickly clean them out when someone leaves. That's basically what I do, and check people in. And when she needs anything on there, like that's her livelihood. That's how she makes money. I can't really expect more than It took me 10 months to get this job, and it was very kind of her to actually hire me. I came up here for a different job, for a full-time job at a motel, and they saw the no fixed address on my damn information, then they're like, we're not going to fucking hire you, you goddamn bum. And it just so happens I was lucky enough to find her posting when I did on Kijiji, and I was lucky enough that she hired me on the spot. If I didn't have the job from her, I would still be in Toronto, or, I don't think I would be in Toronto. I think I'd be dead. 100% I would be dead. I'm just waiting. Once disability comes in, they owe me a bunch of cash. It's just they find a way to delay. 4 years now, delay. Oh, if you're new here, if you double tap your screen, give me a thumbs up or press the thumbs up button. There's a little thingy to do it up here somewhere. And you could subscribe to me if you wanted. That'd be cool. I think that'd be really cool. Hi, Kane, NBA. Lead hit. That used to be the case. That is actually not the case anymore. That checkbox doesn't exist anywhere anymore. They have changed that in a very recent update. Same thing, they've changed all the interfaces for people who upload on YouTube and YouTube Studio. And within the last 2 weeks, that's been changed. It's not an option anymore. Where? I will wait right here. You try, and if that's the case, I will try to figure it out. But I don't have desktop. I upload through the YouTube app, and I make it live. Everything is not public until I make it go public, and I've never seen an option to do that on the Studio app or logging into YouTube Studio on the computer on the phone. I watched that guy with the shaggy hair too, with the very low, deep voice, and he used to work at Blizzard. I'm in Canada, and I'll show you if it's cold. I do it on desktop mode, but maybe it's just a me problem. I'll try to I will look harder before I do some publishing next time, because if that's the case, I don't know what's happened. I was getting 10K views that I dropped. It usually happens around this time of year for me, for this time of the month, anyways. YouTube is going through its period for me. Who knows? I'm not a weed smoker, no. I don't like fucking with my head. It makes me paranoid and drains all the blood out of my face, and it just it's not a thing that works for me. You're 2 hours ahead of me. Well, I'm already doing 25 pills a day for the MS, and I tried the CBD and I didn't like it at all. No, I'm fucking $630 a month, 25 pills a day. But the thing is, with the dosage that they have me on now, it's working. Like, I'd say a month ago, I wasn't able to lift my left leg up. It was like dragging when I stepped. So it was like step, half step, drag on my left side. But since they've got some new medication and they've adjusted the dosages where it's working for me, I've been able to use a more functional in my left leg without the negative side effects of me, wanting to swing from my neck from a tree. That was pretty bad. Like when they first put me on one this pill, it gave me those kind of urges. It was terrifying. I got off them right away, and then they adjusted it and gave me a different medication. And I had complete weakness in my legs. I couldn't walk. I had to drag myself. I used a stick as a crutch to get out of here to call an ambulance on the side of the highway where they took me to the hospital and had me on IV fluids for the night. That one sucked. I figured this is it. I'll never walk again. That's what I was thinking, but it was just a negative side effect. A lot of blankets. CDCO, a lot of blankets. I get snowing out there right now. I'm nice and toasty warm because I've got blankets and a heated blanket, and I'm good. I've got like 12 sleeping bags. One is minus 40, but it's old and falling apart. I need to get another really good big sleeping bag. That's for like minus 20, but I don't got $300 to spend. I've been good. I've been good. I'm surviving. Always surviving. But yeah, if you're not subscribed, definitely subscribe and give me a like on this. I'm enjoying this little chat tonight. I just last time I went to the library, I downloaded the new Beetlejuice movie. It wasn't bad. It just what I don't like about making a modern sequel of a movie from the 90s, they I don't like all the computer generated effects in the new Beetlejuice movie, where the original one was all practical effects. There was something special about the original Beetlejuice. Like, for fuck's sake, Michael Keaton still was amazing in it. It's just all the digital effects took away from the movie. Oh, not much up. Not much is up. Yeah, the original Beetlejuice. It was a practical effects. Like they actually physically did it instead of, computer. There were some good stuff in it, like Bob, but you know, just. Have I ever went on vacation? I wasn't always like this, man. I was a crane operator for many years. I went to the union, and then you get sick, you lose it all. I made damn good money. Of course, I've been on vacation. I love vacationing. My big thing was I always went for a drive. So what I used I started my apprenticeship when I was 18, after my grandfather died, right before he died. And I was gifted when my aunt died. She was old too. She gave me her 1975 white Corvette. Beautiful damn thing. And that's what I did a lot in my spare time was on the weekend my wife would go out with her friends and whatnot with the girls, my ex-wife. And like, you wake up at like 8 o'clock in the morning and you're like, huh, I can sit around the house playing games and watching TV, or I could go out for a nice long drive. And that's what I used to do with my free time was jump in that damn car and go for a drive, like a whole damn day. Leave at like 6 in the morning, get back at 10 o'clock at night, and I've gone way up to the Algonquins, way up Highway 7, stopping off at restaurants. Like if you outside of P, if you go up and take the 7, once you've hit Peterborough and you use Highway 7, you go straight up towards Cornwall. About 45 minutes north of Peterborough, there's this restaurant. It's right by a forest area. If you go a little further, it comes into a small town with a Tim Hortons in it. But this little restaurant has the best burger I've ever had in my entire life. I have been, yes. Man, I vacation, man. Again, it was, yes, I have been. There's a lot of other things like I've learned since I've lived like this, I'm a pretty simple guy. I don't mind living in the woods. I don't want to live in the woods in a tent or a shack. Like the government owes me about $50,000. With that, I know exactly what I would do. I would start getting my regular disability payments. The 50,000 is back pay, and I'd go up north. I'd have my Trillium medical benefit plan, so I'd get my medications for free. I'd go way up north to Timmins, where I can get a small plot of land for $5,000. Get myself a trailer or something to live in, some solar for power, have internet with the Tesla stuff, and live that way where I can just go fish and do outdoorsy stuff all day. I can live like that. In a tent in the woods, that's not so fun, but I like being outdoors. I think I'm more meant to be an outdoorsy kind of person in the woods, bushman, forest druid kind of guy. Hey, H. Habafuju. Well, the trailer is my next. I want something like that. Oh man, that's my dream. That is my. And you can find property like that. There's even more. There's another one that's right near Timmins as well. You get like a quarter acre of land to yourself, and it is a sustainable community, all surrounded by crown land. So you get your little plot of land, you can have your little garden, you throw up your shed or your trailer, and everybody helps everybody. I could do something like that. It's just getting there, getting the funds to do so is impossible. Unless, hey, I'll tell you what, I'll tattoo your guys' names on me. $500 a shot. You want your name tattooed on my body permanently, and I will not black it out. I will self tattoo your names on my body for $500 a shot. Oh yeah, that's the idea. Except on my penis, because I'm not messing that one up. Oh, as long as you seal it up, but Yeah, the trailers might be a problem. You can bump it. You can buy an old trailer for pretty cheap, or you can even spend like 5K off of Amazon and get a tiny home, small wood burning stove. I've got blankets. I'm going to be warm all night. And like today I don't work tomorrow. I work today a little bit. Made it into town after work because my boss drives me, and I'm trying to figure out what I wanted for dinner. I got a bunch of these things. They were on sale. I got them right beside me so they don't freeze. And that is not what I'm looking for. That is also not what I'm looking for. That is also not what I'm looking for. They had stag chili on sale. It's usually like $4 for a can of stag chili. They had them on sale for two, so I bought like 6 cans. And then I was like, "What's going to be for dinner today?" And they had there's this Chinese grocery store where I got the chili, and I bought a bag of dumplings, pork, shrimp, and leek for $2. That was a really good dinner. Sturgeon Fall, Sturgeon Falls. You're up. You're in the Muskokas, man. I know the area. I've got a strict rule. I have a strict rule. I don't meet anybody in person ever. Never, ever, ever. I've had bad experience with it, and it's a rule of mine. I don't care how much a good person they are. I don't care how much I want to trust them and everything like that. I've had a very, very horrifying bad experience with that, and never again. I'm surviving, man. I really am. Don't worry about it. I've got enough, more than enough to make it till next week, where I get paid, and then I just gotta hold on to that until I get paid the week after that, and my YouTube monies comes in again, medicine, and then more supplies. I'll be fine. Yes, yeah, there, bud. I am Canadian, eh? Happy Thanksgiving to you, my American friends. Yeah, no, I try to save, but it's very difficult to save when, you know, taxes. Well, no, it's funny. I do 20 hours a week, and yet, after taxes, I'm taking less than $400 every 2 weeks home from that. It's much less than 400. It's like 350 because taxes and the government likes to bend you over. So about 700 every month from work, and 630 of that is automatically spent on meds, and then my YouTube money, which generally hits at least 200. It hit $200 last this month, and next month when I get paid for December, which will be the 21st for the November stuff, will be about 190. That's generally what I survive off of as long as possible. And it really depends on if I have to get clothing and shit like that. And anytime, like sometimes like someone will throw me a little bit of money on PayPal and whatnot, that saves my ass more than everything. If not, then I'm just eating canned food, a lot of spam cans and shit. Or at least in the summer and spring, I can forage. Like springtime is amazing for me. I just forage all day long, have more greens than I ever need, and that makes me happy because I like veggies. And in the fall, you can get cheap veggies just by walking down to the farms stands where they just throw the veggies out in front. Say $2 for a bag of corn, and you throw $2 in a jar and you take your corn. It's I'm proud of myself having a job. I'm a kind of person who likes to work. It's not like the olden days where I was, doing my. I was a crane operator, where I was taking home. My take-home pay was like $13,000 a month. I was an idiot with the money. I let my ex-wife, control it, and she spent every penny of it every month and stole and fucked around. And I'm a moron. It makes me feel stupid. But like, it's either that or I could go. If I didn't have this job, I could probably get welfare now. I would have to quit that job, and then they would pay for my medications, but I would have like $300 a month. That's all they would give me for living. And I couldn't have any other income. If a dollar comes into your account, they take it out. David, Trump might be good for the States. He's definitely going to help the common person in the States. He's going to completely fuck Canada when he brings in a 25% tariff on goods coming in, because he's going to screw Canada. Like, we're going to be our food prices are going to go way up, even though they've already gone way up. I like myself some beef. I love myself some cow. I haven't had cow. I haven't had a piece of steak in about 5 months, because for the cheapest like steak you can get, like a pounded out, okay, halfway quality steak. We'll say yourself a T-bone steak. 2 years ago, yourself what would cost you like $13. Now, if you bought a T-bone steak, a good sized T-bone steak for yourself for about $13, that was expensive. And it's a good piece of meat, a lot of meat on it. Now that same $13 steak will cost you $45 to $50, and that's going to double, if not triple, once he brings in the tariffs. I'm not Queso. I wish I was Queso. The guy has got money. I'm a homeless guy freezing his ass off in a tent while it snows. You can like and subscribe the video, though. Call me Queso all you want. Be my friend. The only good thing with meat, though, the meat that you can still get cheap is pork. You go to the right place and get yourself a couple pork chops. Or the other day, I was given some. My boss gave me some pork belly, and I cooked it right over my grill, and it was some beautiful stuff. Like, what I really want to do is I want some pork belly and some pork chops, and make some braised pork belly and pork chops. Grill some pork belly and pork chops over the fire, cut them up into cubes, throw them in a pan, and braise them for like an hour with, dark soy sauce, light soy sauce, some sugar, ginger, garlic. Let it simmer and lemon juice for about an hour, and have that super gummy pork belly and that tender. Oh, I want pork chop. I want pork belly. Uh, my boss isn't paying less than $100. It's minimum wage, but we get taxed to death here, man. Canada, we get so minimum wage is like $16 an hour in Canada, which in American that would be $11, equivalent to $11 of a USD. So we get taxed to death. We get EI comes off of it. No, I'll end up getting it back eventually when I do my taxes in in February, I'll get a lot of what I put into that back. But even from what I'm paying CPP, Canadian Pension Plan, and HST, the harmonized sales tax, they're taking still 100 and something, $200 off of my paycheck. Because it should be, without that, it should be about 550. Yeah, they're taking about $200 off of my paycheck. Love you too, even though I'm not queso, but I'll accept the compliment. Well, you can if you go into my page on YouTube, you go to About the Channel, there's a bunch of links. My email is in there. Also, there's a Discord in there where you can directly DM me. But you can always email me at any time, and I would love video ideas. Email me video ideas, stuff like that. But that Discord link there is the best place. There's a lot of great people. Not only that, we do game nights on Discord. I'm an animal with Scrabble, by the way. I we the first we with that we get on audio chat and we play games together, shoot the shit for like 4 or 5 hours whenever we do it. And the first night we did it, we started playing Scrabble. I got my ass handed to me, and that really hurt me. I've got a very competitive side, so I felt like I got my nuts kicked up to my throat. I went to the library the next day to charge all my shit, and I grabbed a dictionary and started memorizing words. Checked out the dictionary, and I've memorized every single a lot of words on dictionary. So I like pull out these long ass weird words that work and get me like mondo points. Like today we played for about an hour, and I won the game by like 200 points. I ended up with my best score ever of 338, so I was proud of that. Yeah, yeah. You know what? You got to pay me $10 every time you call me queso. You're like the millionth customer. Give me $10. Chop chop. I know it's queso. I get queso and Action Bronson, and sometimes Seth Rogen, but that's just the voice. Sometimes it's the. Or my laugh is. I've got an evil laugh, but it's a slightly Seth Rogen-y. Oh, I swear, man. I, 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 I've learned Emma's tips, Emma's little tricks that she does while she's putting her words down. I'm using connecting letters to make it like ed or the s's, and getting these long ass words in there. So I'm getting like 80 points, 60 points off of their word, plus a double word score on mine, plus the extra double word scores on mine. So it's coming out to like 102, 103 points for like me just dropping down 4 letters, just connecting them. I've gone fishing a lot for food. I can't get to the spot right now to fish. It's too snowy and I don't want to fall in the cold water. I fished a lot during the summer for the perch and bluegill. They saved my ass a lot. I was feasting on perch and bluegill. I've even trapped a few rabbits. A rabbit, just one. I just cooked it over the barbecue with a little bit of salt and pepper. I wish I had some garlic and some cardamom because it was so gamey. I did not like it. I wish I cooked it with oil, salt, pepper, cardamom, just to take that gaminess away from it. I still ate it because I wanted fucking meat, but it was pretty bad. It was really bad. Holy crap, juicy chicken! Thank you very much. You're freaking awesome. I can't read your name. The guy who just said, I'm homeless. I can't read that. Thank you very much, Juicy Chicken. No, like, I'll put it this way: is being homeless isn't a horrible thing. There's a lot of different levels to homelessness. I'm safer the way I did things, where I stayed away from the streets. I didn't sleep on the streets. I went down to the valleys where I could hide. Then I left the city completely. But once you hit the street level, it's over for you. It's a lot more dangerous. Like I did it in the city at first, in a forested area in the city, and it was dangerous. Like I was always having people go into my camp, bust it up, steal my shit, steal my food. There were addicts all around me, like hardcore, like fent addicts. It was scary. And then if you go to the street level, it's even worse, where you'll get the guys who will walk up to you to be friends with you, and they're going to do you a bunch of favors, make you feel like you owe them, so they can get you hooked onto their drugs or convince you to say, just take it. It'll make you feel a little bit better, so they have you as like their enforcer or someone who's going to do work for them and sell their crap. That's the bad kind. But if you don't figure out how to stick to yourself and actually survive, it sucks, but it's manageable. There's a lot of people here who have been homeless. I'm not going to out any of them. Brassix, what's going on? You said you're homeless. What's going on there? John, I'm very happy for you. Congratulations. I'm divorced, so if I'm going to give you some advice, Super, be very picky about the partner you choose. Don't ignore even the smallest red flag. I'm an idiot. There were red flags, especially thinking back now, how I just ignored them or was blind to them because I was in love. But thinking back now, even from day one, she was a walking, talking red fucking flag. Just be very careful when you choose to marry somebody. B. Ropsky, I am in the state of constant panic. I'm in Canada. Accurate. Exactly, platypus, exactly. And not only that, our Discord doesn't just act as a hub for homeless people, it's for anybody to join. Everybody's happy. Nobody's going to be begging you or hounding you for anything. It's a place to connect with other people. It's helped me out personally with my mental health, and I think it's done so for a few other people, more than a few other people, too. A lot of connections have been formed on that Discord. It is a great place. And I've made a lot of friends there. And heck, even I hang out on the audio chat with everybody there, and we play games and have a good time. Not much is up, just chilling. I was not able to sleep. Well, last year was a pretty awesome winter. Like we only had like 3 nights that were like -20, and winter didn't start until like February. We had like a month of winter, and even then, we never had any snow on the ground. Happy Thanksgiving, and holy shit, it's Honey, Honey Ho! How the heck are you? Sundown time today was 4:48. I know. I was outside starting a fire when the sun was going down. Yeah, actually, it was weird. Even in February, we had a day that it was 20 degrees Celsius. We had like 3 days in a row that it was that's unheard of. Usually in February, we've got a stack of snow like up to 6 foot tall. Excuse me. But yeah, seriously, join the Discord. It is a lot of fun, and I think we're gonna. I'm not working them tomorrow, so we're gonna definitely do a game night tomorrow night. I'm hoping we can play some Settlers of Catan. Definitely do some Scrabble and other games. We're even working on trying to get a Dungeons and Dragon campaign going, which would be freaking awesome. I've got a lot of stupid character ideas going, ready to go. No kids, no kids. I never wanted kids. I figured my parents were shitty parents. I was kicked out. I lived with my grandparents when I was like 12, 11, 12 years old because they gave me my parents gave me the boot. They were both addicts and alcoholics, and my dad was such a hardcore alcoholic. He lost both his legs and an arm that he died. And I went through that, and that's got me in my mind that I don't think I'm mentally equipped or emotionally there enough to be a parent. I don't think could I never saw myself as possibly being a good parent. Okay, the D&D character ideas. Well, my one character idea. Fuck. My favorite one is a character that is a half mermaid, half centaur, but he got the human parts of each race, so he's just some guy. The other one is another one. Dude, this is the one I liked. He's a cobalt. What you call it? Thief or ranger or cobalt thief that has a high speech. So he has an NPC that drags him along. He lives in the backpack of a an orc, just so he can say, "Never feed a cobalt. Why you'll never get rid of him." And he like pilots an orc. The other one is an orc that thinks he's a rogue, as in he's very stealthy, but he's not really. All of his stats are in intimidation and strength. So he just screams at the top of the lungs, "You can't see me!" And it's so scary, he scares the people into just agreeing with him. But yeah, a lot of us on the Discord are huge nerds, just an FYI. Shit, shit. Sorry. That's going to be fixed in like 2 seconds. I'll be right back.
It's through apprenticeship. Sorry about that. Super gang. It's through apprenticeship. My old job was all through apprenticeship. So you get hired with a company who will take you on, and you get put with the person who is your apprenticeship, the person who is going to teach you, who you're going to work with, who you're his apprentice. And it takes about 4 years. It's worth it, and they send you to school through that, and you got to take like calculus and geometry in university, just 2 courses, and it's all done through the union. Well, if you want to make a lot of money up here in Canada, go into a trades. We're severely lacking for tradespeople. For fuck's sakes, now you've got locksmiths earning $200,000-300,000 a year. Anything in construction, you're going to do that. Go into carpentry. Forget going into these high class white collar, I want to be a computer worker, desk job. Go be a plumber. You're going to make more money than a goddamn lawyer up here. Jose, sure, you can definitely send me your viewers. I'll be around. We're just hanging out. Favorite TV show? I don't remember any. I don't remember the last TV show I actually watched. Oh, well, what the fuck am I saying? I know my favorite TV show. It's the greatest show ever. Trailer Park Boys. Hey, good on you, Jose. Joe's. I'm very happy for you. You're hitting the 10K mark. We should also. I've been talking to Bushcraft about doing it. You should join the Discord, and we can do a live together sometime. Yeah, no, it's a lot going on. Always going on. Oh shit, I'm cold. Once my battery bank starts blinking, I'm gonna have to end the stream, but it's not doing that. John, what they call government assistance is welfare, and unless you have an apartment, which welfare won't help you pay for an apartment, it's $700 a month. Unless you're homeless. If you're homeless, it's 300. If you are on welfare, you can get Trillium, the medical for your med plan. I can't get on that because I have a job. It might be just part time, but I still have a job. Oh, what you do is actually there's a way to do. I don't do StreamYard, but we can do a split screen through YouTube through their settings. Or email me even. You can email me. It's on my YouTube somewhere. Yeah, no, the Discord isn't anything but just to hang out. Oh, where are you heading? I hope you're going to get somewhere warm. I saw you in that heavy coat the other day. Jay, I would rather. There, no, shelters are never an option, ever, ever, for nobody. If you go. How do I put this? You know what a shelter is? A homeless shelter is the worst place in the world. That's all I gotta say. I got more to say than that. If you're going into a shelter, you're gonna get a few things. You're gonna get robbed. You're gonna get bed bugs, and you're gonna get gastritis. There's a lot of disease in shelters. There is a lot of drugs in shelters. There's a lot of bad people in them. So you're going to be swimming. There's going to be drugs all around you, people coughing. You're going to be getting eaten alive by bed bugs, and you're going to get sick. And possibly beat up and robbed. Oh, dude, you should. Have you ever talked to Quirky Berkey? He had the subreddit Vagrant Mangoes for a bit. I you should find a way to message him. He does a lot of traveling. He's down your way right now. He's just left. He left New York. He does a little bit of YouTube as well. But if you're down there, he's the type of person you'd actually like to hang out with. Oh, he hangs out on the Discord with us. He was there. One one was like 3 days before he went to New York. He was in Texas trying to sneak into a music festival. They caught him and kicked him out. And then he was up in New York. He was shopping. We were all on the Discord together, and he decided to go into the store to buy something. And we all started shouting, "He's stealing!" And it freaked him right out. Oh, Quirky Berkey is a really interesting person. Same with I Am Sham the Man. I haven't seen him around in a very long time. I know he's okay because Quirky talks to him often. Oh, no, man. It's like this. I could, there are a few rooms I could pay for. The cheapest room for rent I found was above a garage and it was like $700 a month. Problem is, if I get that, I would have to decide between having a room or having my medication because I'm on 25 different pills a day. Sorry, 25 pills a day, 8 different medications. That's like $600 a month. So it's either being in a room or having my medication. And I need the medication just to walk and not be in pain. Like, I've got MS and I have a seizure disorder. And so, I can never drive again for the rest of my life, man. I have seizures. They took away my driver's license. If I could still have a driver's license, I could still be doing my old job, running a crane, man. I'm not. I don't do weed. I don't really. I don't smoke weed. I drink very rarely. I've had a few beers, more beers this month than any. I actually had a lot this month. Holy fuck! I was given I was given 30 cans of beer from my boss because the brewery that delivers to us try and get rid of their dented cans that they can't sell, and it's cheaper for them to give it away than it is to have someone stand out at the back and empty them out to throw them in the recycle bin. So they deliver to their deliveries. They gave us a case of dented beers. I asked her if I could have one. She said no. You have to take them all, and there was 30 there. And I've still over the last month I've made it through all but 7 of them. I'm not much of a drinker. Like, for fuck's sakes, give me 3 beers. I'm hammered for the entire night, having the best time of my life. That's all I need. Yeah, we're chill here. We don't no drama. This is a drama-free place. No, we've got 4 rules: no sexism, no racism, no homophobia, and just don't be a dick. Yeah, I think I might be there right now. I probably passed the 15K mark an hour ago. Like I was at 96 when I started the live stream, so I'm probably at 15K now. Oh, I'm looking forward to that. Like fuck, I never thought I'd get 1 subscriber, and like fucking Christ, the first 2 weeks I was at 1,000. Took 9 months to hit 10K, 5 months to get monetized. It took 5 months to get monetized, 8 months to actually get the first paycheck from YouTube because I had to bullshit so much to get verified my AdSense. Uh, I was at 13K at the 12-month mark. 13,124 subscribers on the 1 year anniversary of the channel. And now I'm almost at 15K. Oh, I know subscriber mode, but I here's the thing. I don't subscriber only mode. I like talking to everybody. I think everybody should have their chance to talk. Like, heck, I try not to even block or time out the trolls unless they get really bad. We've got one here. He was in for a little bit right at the beginning. He said something and he didn't stay long. He's got like 40 different accounts just to troll me. Green Screen Kid 6869. And yeah, he's been with the channel longer than anybody. Like, I find it hilarious. Sorry, honey. What happened? I would really like to know what happened, honey. Oh no, it is the funniest shit that someone would stick around so long just to dedicate himself to trolling. But hey, guys, I hate to be the one to I hate to do this. We'll do this again probably tomorrow. Have a fire, but my battery just ran out, and I need this until tomorrow morning because I got to charge at the library, and this is my last bank. So thank you everybody for joining in, and it's been fun. I'm gonna let you guys go. If you're not subscribed, hit that button. Get me to 15K before I end the stream, please. You guys have a good night.